Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa wala rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa ahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adhaban nar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullahu khairan, everybody, for coming out to the class and also for joining the Kahoot here. Bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, I'm going to start now, inshallah. This is a Kahoot that is about family one, okay? And I'm going to start off with a slide here, inshallah, okay? So, if I can just actually quickly mute this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're going to be starting off our study of family one today, and family one is different. Family one's like the little guy in the image here. It's just by itself, and everybody else is over here. All right. Okay. Now, random question. What is the meaning of the word ilm? Ilm. What does it mean? Action or knowledge? Great. It means knowledge. It will make sense. Don't worry. By the end of the class. MashaAllah. What is the meaning of the word alim? Alim. A person, a scholar, a knowledgeable person. Very good. Both of those answers are correct. A scholar or a knowledgeable person. And I put this thing I found on the internet to help you. All right. MashaAllah, very well done. What is the meaning of the word ma'loom? Same root. Take a guess. Ma'loom. An object, something known, well known. Ma'loom. Take a guess, some correct answers are both of them. Something known, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمَا نُؤَخِّرُهُ إِلَّا لِأَجَلٍ مَعْلُومٍ. We don't, or we only delay it until a known deadline. Talking about the day of judgment, but that is known to him subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to us. And well known is also something that the word ma'loom is used for. This is something that is well known. Okay, that is very good. What is the past tense of Ain Lam Mim according to Hans Wehr? Okay, right here, Hans Wehr. What is the past tense? This is from a tutorial a few weeks ago. Is it alima? Is it alama? Is it allama? Past tense of Ain Lam Mim, family one. Family one. Family one. Should have wrote this in family one here, but that's okay. The correct answer, folks, is alima. Family one. Sorry about that. I should have. You know what happened? I thought I had cropped this part out, but I didn't. Unfortunately, I did that in the textbook, but not here. Anyway, inshallah. Alima, to know. Okay. So the correct answer is alima, but that's okay if you were not, if you didn't look properly. That's okay. What is the masdar of Ain Lam Mim according to Hans Wehr? The masdar. Is it ilm or is it alima? The masdar. Do you remember from the tutorial where the masdar is? Correct answer is ilm, right here. Knowledge is the masdar. Inside the brackets is the masdar for family one. How do we know this? This was something we had done in a tutorial, I think 3 weeks ago, right? Is it 3 weeks ago? I think something like that, right? So very good, mashallah. Jazakumullah khairan. That's awesome. It was indeed actually, it was a second tutorial. So it was, yes, about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 1, 2, 2.5 weeks ago. Okay. Very nice. Does Hans Wehr list the present tense? Yes or no? For family 1. The audience is split. If you remember from the tutorial, and that is where we seem to be heading in our study today, I mentioned, it mentions the past tense, it mentions the masdar. It doesn't actually write out for you the present tense. Now you may counter by saying, but this A refers to the present tense, and I would say, you know what, you're probably right. But if you didn't counter like that, I'm just trying to get you to see they don't write the present tense out in Hans Wehr. The point being, they want us to, there's an element of figuring out the present tense here in family 1. Okay. Next question. If you can choose a letter to represent Dhamma, what letter would you choose? Okay, Dhamma is the U sound. So what letter would you choose? A, I, or U? A Dhamma, right? Like Bu. What would you choose to represent Dhamma if it was just one letter? And mashallah, all of you chose correctly the U. Very nice, mashallah. Thank you, Badaqil, for responding on the chat. You can't hear anything. Audio, I think, is okay. Right? Yeah, okay. Perhaps it's on your end, Sister Sadia. Okay. All right, 2 more questions. What would you represent kasra with? E, right? So is it A, I, U? Kasra. B. G. Ah, very nice. The kasra you will represent with the I, right? Because it's the closest sound to it. Okay. And the last one, what would you represent fatha by? Ah sound. And very correctly and very quickly, a lot of you selected A, and that is indeed the correct answer. MashaAllah, really well done. And Sister Shamim, Brother Shakil, Sister Rosanna, and everybody else who participated, mashallah, have done really well. Great job. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, so that was the game. And you may be wondering, what is up with this stack? Like, what's up with this game, right? Like, what do we try to get at with this game? What we're trying to get at is the back to Hans Wehr, that activity we did a few weeks ago. The tutorial activity that looked at just looking at Hans Wehr. Okay. Now I'm going to the class resources page, and the textbook, if you click on it, you will get the newest version. Maybe just refresh the page if it doesn't show up, but the newest version of the textbook should show up for you, inshallah, if you can kindly click on that to get today's the textbook for today, inshallah. Today is October, mashallah, October 21st already. Can you believe that? So we have our Kahoot game, and then also we have updated textbook. Now, the updated textbook, I'm going to actually utilize it today quite a bit. And I am going to be utilizing it in the sense of we will be making our, we'll be reading through it, inshallah, and making our notes. Okay. So on the right, I have the textbook, and on the left, I have the class notes. What you see here is I have, it has been updated a little bit. We have now all of the family members listed properly. Okay, so we have right here family 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We skipped 7, but that's okay. 8 and then 10. Okay, now we're not gonna study these ones right now, but they're there already in the book for your reference. I might refer to these specific ones here and there, but we're not actually going to look at them right now. We're going to move to family 1. And family 1 is where the, what do we say? Like, the tire hits the rubber hits the road, right? That's the expression. Right? That is gonna get real, inshallah. So it is a very interesting family. Okay? And it deserves special consideration. Let's look at what's written here. Okay? Family 1 deserves special consideration for the following reasons. Okay? I list 3 of them here. The past tense does not have a complete and predictable pattern. Okay? There is an incomplete predictable pattern, but not complete. Family 2, family 4 that we looked at, you could predict the entirety of the family. I can give you the root letters, and off you go, predicting what that family looks like, right? Yes or no? That's what we do. But here, unfortunately, you can't do that. The present tense does not have a complete predictable pattern. Also, you can kind of guess, I didn't add it as a 4th point, but you can kind of also understand the command tense also doesn't have a predictable pattern. If the present doesn't have it, the command won't have it by default. And lastly, there's no predictable pattern for the masdar at all. Not even like an incomplete one. It's just totally random. Now, let's go back to the study of Hans Wehr. That's what the Kahoot was about, kind of just reminding us of the Hans Wehr tutorial study that we did in the early part of this course. Okay, and what we had done is that when we look at Hans Wehr and we search for a root, right, Ain Lam Mim in this case, then the first entry describes the family 1. The first entry, this transliteration, alima, describes the past tense of family 1 for the root letters Ain Lam Mim. Then the A. We didn't talk about the A yet, right? But as you had said all correctly in the Kahoot, the letter you would choose to represent fatha with would be A, right? Like a sound. Ba, ta, tha. Correct? You all agree with that? That the letter that represents a fatha is a A. Yeah, that's what we had selected as our last question. Great. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad that we agree on that. The A here represents the tashkil. What tashkil would it be here? Fatha. Very good. On R2, for the present tense of family 1. Oh boy. What does that mean? R2 of the present tense of family 1. That means, remember I said, we don't have a complete predictable pattern. The dictionary tells us that there is a, like, the dictionary will tell us something that we cannot predict ourselves. So it will tell us that the tashkil on R2 for the present tense is a fatha, for example. Okay? And then in the brackets, it lists out the masdar ilm, because the masdar is completely unpredictable. R2, Sister Michelle. You'll see the example shortly. Okay? You'll see the example shortly here. This is whether text to page 14. And of course, and then lists the meaning to know, and so on and so forth. Right? Okay. Here is for Ain Lam Mim. This is what we get. For Ain Lam Mim, this is what we end up getting. We have Alima. We have Alima as our past tense. Correct? From the dictionary. Alima. Right? Folks, you see that? Right? Right here. Alima. Alima. It says a fatha on R2. A fatha on R2. So here's what's going to look like. Ya'lamu. Yes, in the present tense. In the present tense. Fatha in R2 in the present tense. The past tense, it will write out. Okay, so the past tense, alima, it will write out for me. Okay, here. The present tense, it will tell me that R2 is going to have a fatha. How so? By writing an A. By writing a A. If R2 had a kasra, it would write a I. If R2 has a dhamma, it will write a U. Okay? Do you see what I mean by an incomplete pattern? And then the masdar, it will just list out al-ilm, right? It will list it out as ilm. We're going to add al for it because that's what we're doing for all of our masdars and all the isms for now. Okay. This is the tricky part. This is why the little bird is sitting alone, trying not to like get electrocuted. This is that. This is family one. Okay, let's look at this in a little bit more detail, shall we? Okay. Oh, I knew this was gonna mess up. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. Let me maybe extend this guy a little bit. There we go. Technology, mashallah. Okay, for both the past and present tense, you cannot predict the tashkil of R2. Okay? For both the past and the present, you cannot predict the tashkil of R2. Therefore, we cannot create a complete pattern for it. Let me just write the word complete here. A complete, predictable pattern. However, there are some predictable elements. Let's look at alima, shall we? Let's look at alima. I'm going to zoom into the text of the book here. My R1 is an ayn, my R2 is a lam, my R3 is a meme. This is the past tense, right? Alima is which tense? Past. Very good. Thank you. In past tense, I will always have R1 with a fatha. Okay? Then I have a sad face. Why do I have a sad face? Why, folks? I can't predict it, right? Unpredictable. Very good. And then I have R3. I can make so many sports jokes here, but I'll spare you. R3 with a fatha, the R3 with a fatha, could change, right? As we have seen with R3s, correct? Okay. You know, it's there's like a phrase in Arabic. They say that إذا رأيت, it's a line of poetry actually. إذا رأيت نيوب الليث بارزة فلا تظنن أن الليث يبتسم. يبتسم. What it means is that if you see the teeth of the lion clearly, that doesn't mean the lion is smiling. So what I feel that me smiling through this, you feel I'm like the lion here. You're not impressed by me smiling through this. Like there's some trouble coming up. Why is he smiling so much in this class? Oh boy, I'm not the lion though. Don't worry. All right, I'm not the. All right. So, يعلم. يعلم. Sorry, one sec. Can I get that too, please? Thank you. يعلم, the this is the present tense, correct? يعلم is the present tense. Begins with the ya with the fatha. Oh boy. Notice that change? Ya with the fatha. It begins with this. Not dhamma. That's how we can tell it's family one actually. Then R1 with sukoon. Then sad face. Why? Unpredictable. Awesome. And then R3 with dhamma. Correct? That is the incomplete pattern that we have arrived upon for now. All right? The tashkil of R2 must be looked up in the dictionary. That is what we have to do for family one. Okay? For family one, we must look up the tashkil of R2 for both past and present tense. Okay? The some observations also here for us is perhaps make this as observations, right? The is the ya with the fatha. In the present tense. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Those are a couple of observations I think we can make quite easily, right? Yes? Great. It is not with a dhamma. Very good. And that's an important thing for us to remember. Okay. Masdar. The masdar is completely unpredictable. So R3 tashkil always is like, malleable. Like it can always change, but we put one there in the fa'il because that's the, that's the default. Okay. But here R2, and we can predict the default, right? And it changes from the default when the actor changes, etc., etc. But here R2, we have no way of knowing. We just don't. We just have to look it up, and that's it. Okay. Now the masdar is also completely unpredictable. The masdar more than the fa'il is completely unpredictable. Only way to know it is to look it up in the dictionary. And to add to the fun, there can be more than one masdar for a family one root. Oh boy. And to make it even more fun, sometimes Hans Wehr does not list all of them because Hans Wehr is a miskin. He just can't list everything, right? So sometimes I will tell you, actually, this is a masdar. And you would look it up in Hans Wehr and you would say, it's not in Hans Wehr as a masdar. And I will tell you, that's because Hans Wehr is not exhaustive. And, there's actually other dictionaries that are more exhaustive. Okay, that's the beauty of family one, where it's very fluid actually and very interesting. But that is okay because there's still some level of predictability in other things. Command tense. Since our masdar, or since our past and present are difficult or they're not predictable fully, the command is also not fully predictable. However, we can follow the procedure to make command tense. Okay, what was our procedure? We start with the present tense, right? Start with ya'lamu. Let's try this here, inshallah. Okay, we have ya'lamu, correct? What do I do? First thing, chop. Thank you. I chopped the ya, right? And I'm going to this time use my drawing utensil here. Okay, start with the present tense. Thank you. Chop the ya. Next step for me is did you say before R2 have a fatha on family one? So I said the ya in the present tense has a fatha. And R2 we have to look up. R2 for Ain Lam Mim in family one, in the past tense has a kasra, in the present tense has a fatha. R2 for Ain Lam Mim for family one is kasra in past tense, fatha in present tense. How do we know that? Anybody tell me how we know that? Perfect. Dictionary. I open the dictionary and there is alima. By reading it, I know alima, that it's a kasra. Then by the a, I know it's a fatha in the present tense. By reading this, I know it is a kasra in the past tense. By reading that, I know it's a fatha in the present tense. Don't worry, we're going to do some practice of this today. Don't worry, inshallah. All right? But I hope you see what we're trying to get at. Yes, Brother Abbas? Is there an Arabic dictionary you can recommend that you purchase? The answer, Sister Shamila, is Hans Wehr. That is the Arabic dictionary of choice. I recommend you have it at your home, inshallah. Okay, chop. Second step or third step for making command. Again, chop again. Chop the dhamma. I'm left with a difficult word to pronounce. I'm left with this word to pronounce. You see that? Ain, sukoon, lam with the fatha, mim with the sukoon. Now comes the tricky part. Now we add hamzatul wasl to pronounce. Hamzatul wasl. Do you remember hamzatul wasl? وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا هَمْزَةُ الْوَصْلِ. Hamzatul wasl khayrun min kathir. Hamzatul wasl, the connecting hamza. Right? The example of Hamzatul Wasl is right here. If I read Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahmani, if I was to read it by itself, I read it as Ar-Rahmani. Ar-Rahmani. But when I connect it, it becomes Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Right? It's pronounced if you start on it, skipped if you don't start on it. Clear, inshallah? Right? That's what we had spoken about before quite a bit. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad you remember. Now, Hamzatul Wasl to pronounce. Interestingly, I added a kasra on Hamzatul Wasl, didn't I? Right there. I did. Here is the tricky part. If R2 has a dhamma, add a dhamma when starting Hamzatul Wasl. Otherwise, add a kasra. What does R2 have? Does it have a dhamma? Yes or no? Does R2 have a dhamma? Yes or no? The answer is dhamma. I'm sorry, the answer is no. Sorry, what am I saying? Correct. In that case, we will add a kasra to Hamzatul Wasl. I'lam. Okay, look at the Quran. If I was to show you examples of the Quran, you don't believe me? All right, I'll show you examples from the Quran. You'll believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tricky man. Hadith, there's hadith. Here's my friend that I'm looking for. Look at this example, folks. Look at how this ayah is read. You notice how when he started, he read it as i'lamu, the kasra. This is the command. The dhamma on the meme is there because the R3's tashkil can change with the actor, and here the actor has changed. But the thing for us to notice is i'lamu, right? I'lamu is the way it is pronounced. Okay? So if R2 has dhamma, add a dhamma. Otherwise, add a kasra when starting with Hamzatul Wasl. You don't have to know this right now. I'm not going to quiz us very, very intensely on this. I'm just writing this out. This is our first crack at it, actually. It will take us a couple of cracks to get this. Okay? But then the patterns can be summarized as follows. Hamzatul Wasl, represented by the alif here. Remember again, the Hamzatul Wasl for us, unfortunately, is not available in the Arabic keyboard. So when I write an alif like this, you know I'm referring to an Hamzatul Wasl, particularly when it comes to the command tense. Okay, then I have R1 with a sukoon. Then I have a sad face because unpredictable. R2. And then R3 with sukoon is the default, but it could actually change depending on the actor. All right. Isn't the kasra usually written in the Quran? Excellent question. Is it written here, Brother Harith? No, unfortunately not. The reason why is because if you were continuing the ayah from behind, from here, وَكَثِيرٌ مِّنْهُمْ فَاسِقُونَ أَعْمَلُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يُحْيِي الْأَرْضَ بَعْدَ مَوْتِهَا. You see that? It could be an interesting situation. So that's why they don't write it, because you could skip it. It can be misleading if you don't know the rule. Of course. But the calligrapher here is assuming. He's assuming what? That you have studied Arabic grammar and you know, mashallah. Alhamdulillah. But I wanted to show this to you anyway, okay? And some prints do put a kasra, and they just assume that you're never going to do what I just did here. كَثِيرٌ مِّنْهُمْ فَاسِقُونَ عَمَلُوا. All right? But since we're learning Arabic, we have to talk about this. All right? So, this is the command tense pattern summarized. You're like, wow, this is a very complicated beginning to the week. We didn't sign up for that. Alhamdulillah, Allah has answered your prayers. And the actor and the acted upon are very, very predictable. Alhamdulillah. The patterns of the actor and acted upon are very predictable. Alhamdulillah. So if you see fatha on R2, it's kasra under hamzatul wasl for sure. Yes. Absolutely. And that's for the command tense. Right? Do you remember the article for hamzatul wasl that I posted? Right? Do you remember that in your class resources? This guy. This brother, may Allah reward him, was trying his best. Now, look at that. He's trying his best to explain this concept. You see this? R2 has a fatha. He's saying is what? Idhab. For a kasra. Not dhamma. Not pronounce it in a random way. And then here, unzur. R2 has a dhamma, right? He's explaining it the same way. And now he's going to try to explain this without the grammar. And he's going to go and try to explain first the letters of Shamsiya, Qamariya, Al and Ash. And then, may Allah reward him, he will try to do when it is talking about never sounded as a fatha in the verbs, right, in the fi'l. And he's trying to now explain this. May Allah reward him. Okay? It makes it out quite well, actually. You're right. But the idea remains, it's quite difficult to understand this without actually knowing where it comes from. Now you know where it's coming from, right? It's coming from this place. All right, back to our notes here, or back to the textbook here. Alhamdulillah, the actor and acted upon are very predictable. The actor follows the following pattern. Okay, what does alim mean? Do you remember alim? Alim means somebody who is a alim is a scholar or something, or someone who's knowledgeable, right? Okay, great. Very good. We gotta remember that word. Alim, we have to remember, because that's our pattern. Alim, okay? And we also have to remember ma'lum, something that is well known. That is also our pattern, right? The word is the example is the pattern itself, right? The example will remind us of the pattern. So here we are. Alim is the pattern. We have added al, of course, al-alim. Al goes without saying. It's not necessary. Fatha on R1. Then you have alif with sukoon. Kasra on R2. And R3 tashkil is left, unspecified. Then you have ma'loom, very similar. Al-ma'loom. Al, needless to say, not specified. Sorry, not necessary, sorry. But we're adding it for the sake of our pattern. Mim with a fatha. Mim with a fatha. Ha with the sukoon. I'm sorry, ayn with the sukoon. R1. R1 the sukoon right here. R2 with the dhamma. Then you have waw with the sukoon. And then finally R3. Okay, the pattern is remembered best by the example. Alim, ma'loom. Al-alim, al-ma'loom. All right. So this is an easy way to remember what the pattern is like. Let's look at some examples, because with examples things will become clear, inshallah. Okay. Let us look at the example right here. This is the example of alima we just covered. Family 1. What is the meaning? He knew. Alima, he knew. Past tense, R1 fatha, R2, we don't know, R3 fatha. R3's fatha could change. Present tense, ya'lamu, he knows. Ya with the fatha, R1 with sukoon. Sad face, because we can't predict R2. R3 with dhamma. Make the command, chop, chop. Then add the hamzatul wasl. Add the kasra to it. And what do we get? I'lam, you know. R1 has sukoon. R2 depends. R3 has sukoon. The masdar, sorry, no pattern at all. Look it up in the dictionary. The masdar here is al-ilm. Al-alim, that's our pattern. Alim, the knowledgeable. Al-ma'loom, the thing known. Al-alim and ma'loom. Can you remember those two words? Remembering them will help you remember the pattern. That's the point. Okay. Let's look at some examples. Okay. We have a few other examples that I think we should practice with. Shall we? So I have a couple of examples here in the book here, and then I have a couple of examples that I wanted to just go through, or other examples I wanted to go through. So I think let's go through the example of the book, but in a more interactive way, shall we? Okay. So let's do some examples and practice, because this is, a tough cookie to crack. All right. All right, we're gonna look up, but you can tell me from even your book, Noon, Sod, and Ra. Right? Noon, Sod, and Ra. Okay. You go to Hans Wehr. Exciting. Where is it, Hans Wehr? I thought I had it open. Never mind. Let's open Hans Wehr again. I type Noon, Sod with a capital S, Ra. And mashallah, I am able to locate Noon, Sod, and Ra. Tell me, folks, what is my past tense? The past tense is Nasara. Is that different than Alima? Alima, right? Yeah, right? Past tense here is Na. Nasara, right? All fathas. Alima, R2 was a dhamma. Here, R2 is in the past tense, a fatha, right? It doesn't allow me to color it. Sorry, folks. Microsoft Word does not allow me. All right. Right here, I think you can see it, mashallah. Okay, very good. Let's continue. What is the letter after Nasara? U. Right? U. That tells you that R2 in the present is a dhamma. Okay? U means R2 in present is a dhamma. What would that be? We start with a ya with a fatha. See, what we can predict is ya with the fatha, R1 with sukoon, right? We can predict that. Ya with the fatha, R1 with sukoon. R2, sad face, but now not so sad face. Because dhamma. We looked it up. And then R3 with the dhamma as well. Let me actually copy this, right? Let me copy the pattern for you here. All right, present. Oh. Let me copy the basic patterns here, right? So past tense, the pattern is that we got Nasara. Correct? Present tense, the pattern is that we figured out the tashkil for R2, yansuru. Yay. Correct? Next is command tense. How would you know when not to use dhamma on R3? That, Sister Ziyad, we have not studied yet. Okay? Right now, the default for us is yansuru, ya'lamu, yu'allimu, yunzilu. We are putting a dhamma by default. We will learn that later. Okay? All right? Because that honestly is a very complicated thing. If you ask me where people's Arabic studies get derailed, I would tell you the vast majority of the beginners, that's the place. Because it's so different to English. It's so different to like most languages. I don't know any other language that's commonly spoken that has that besides Hebrew, I think. So it's so different and so difficult that it just completely makes things very difficult. So we're delaying it to the point where we're very, very ready for it. Okay? Inshallah. Command tense. Command tense. I'm gonna copy the incomplete pattern, right? The command tense is the incomplete pattern, but let's follow the process. I have yansuru, I do chop and chop, right? Or maybe I'll just do no R1 the sukoon. What's on my R2? R2 has a dhamma, right? It was dhamma, thank you. And I have sukoon. I could do I can follow the process here, right? Chop, chop, add the alif. Now, what goes on the hamzatul wasl? What goes on it? It says, so it says if it has a dhamma, If it has a dhamma, R2 has a dhamma, add dhamma. Otherwise, add a kasra. So no fatha. It's either a dhamma or a kasra. Here, R2 has dhamma. Yes or no? So this is going to have a dhamma. Right. That is correct. MashaAllah. Ahsantum. Well done. It will be, in fact, oh boy, what is it doing? Unsur. It will be unsur. Masdar. Do we have a pattern for the masdar? The masdar is, sorry, no pattern. Look it up in the dictionary. All right. Let's go back to the dictionary. Let's look up the masdar. What is the masdar? Wow, there's two. We'll pick one. We'll pick the first one. An-nasr. The masdar we'll pick is an-nasr. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. Remember that ayah? Do you know the ayah, right? From Surah Fath. Right here. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. Nasr here is the masdar for family one. Make sense? Awesome. Then we have the actor. What's our easy way to remember the actor? What's the example? The example was Al-Alim, right? Al-Alim. All right. Great. So now I will replace the root letters on that pattern. And what do I get if I replace it? I replace R1 here. We keep the fatha. Alif. R2, keep the kasra. And R3. An-Nasir. Do you know somebody by the name of Nasir? Maybe you do. Right? Now you know where their name comes from. Lastly, the acted upon. The acted upon. What was the example that we were using? Oh goodness, come on, man, help me out here. Yes, there we go. Al-Ma'loom, right? The example was Al-Ma'loom. You can do it by the pattern as well, no problem. I'm just thinking like the example is a little easier here. Do you agree with that? And the words are slightly easy too. Like, you know, the words for family too are quite complicated. Munazzil, munazzal are not used frequently. They're not like in the vernacular or something, right? But these are, I think, alim you've heard a lot. Ma'loom also kind of you can hear here and there, right? I keep the meme with the fatha. I replace the ayn with the noon, R1, sukoon. R2 with the dhamma, wow. And then R3, Al-Mansur. Have you heard, do you know somebody by the name Mansur? Right, that's where the name comes from, alhamdulillah. Right? They are the acted upon. How do you feel, folks, about this? Look, we did the whole family like in one class. Usually we take like 2 classes to do a family, right? Alhamdulillah. And that's the example right here. Now, Sarah, we didn't need new practice. Making Alhamdulillah. The neurons are firing, inshallah. Don't worry, Sister Michelle. That's what we had. Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur, An-Nasr, An-Nasir, Al-Mansur. Awesome. Let's do another one. Right, this one is going to be fun. I'm smiling like the lion, am I not? Oh boy. You have to. I have a lot of corny jokes, okay? I haven't even unleashed the best ones on you yet, okay? Don't you worry. When the stuff gets tough, that's when I will unleash the real corny ones. All right. No, this is not like in a bad way. This is not the lion, okay? So fa, ain, lam. Oh, by the way, what does the word mean? Nasara yansuru. We forgot to look up the meaning. It means to help, right? It means to help. So nasara, he helped. Yansuru, he helps. Unsur, you help. An-nasr, the help. An-nasir, the helper. Al-mansur, the helped. So this is that, alhamdulillah. This generally refers in the Quran to Allah's help. Nasrullah. And particularly Allah's help over a adversary. If you look at the example here, if I was to search by the root letters, Nun, Sadra, right here, a lot of times it refers to the, look at that. وَلَمَّا بَرَزُوا لِجَالُوتَ وَجُنُودِهِ. And when they met Goliath and his warriors. Who is this referring to? Any ideas? That was Islam, yes. قَالُوا رَبَّنَا. They said, our Lord, أَفْرِغْ عَلَيْنَا صَبْرًا. Bestow patience upon us. Afriq actually is more like to pour something over, right? So, like, subhanAllah, it's like drench us in patience because, just that's the amount of patience we need to bear this difficulty we're about to go through. Afriq alayna sabran wa thabbit aqdamana, and make our stand firm. Wansurna, and help us al qawmil kafirin, against those who deny the truth. As you see, the usage here is referencing the what? Like Allah's help against an adversary, right? Against an enemy. Make sense? And you might have noticed also two other words. Did you notice them? If you did, it will make me very happy. And you should feel proud about it if you did, mashallah. If you did, no problem. But if you did, alhamdulillah. Afriq is family 4, command tense. Thabbit is family 2, command tense, right? Very nice. Alhamdulillah. And of course, one surna is our word of thing. But don't worry, because we're focused on looking for the answers to our situation. I wasn't even asking to look for it. Last page of Surah Baqarah, the very famous ayah, the ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to the Prophet ﷺ on Isra and Mi'raj, the ayah that the Prophet said, the two ayat, the Prophet said, the person who reads it at night, kafatahu, will be, that these two ayat will be enough for them to protect them. At the very end of it is the beautiful of this beautiful dua after saying Rabbana la tu'akhidna in nasina wa akhtana, our Lord, don't take us a task if you forget or make a mistake. Rabbana wa la tahmil alayna isran kama hamaltahu ala alladhina min qablina, our Lord, don't place upon us a burden like you placed on those before us. Rabbana wa la tuhammilna ma la taqata lana bihi, oh Lord, don't I do not place on us a burden we have no strength to bear. Wa'afu anna, pardon us. Waghfir lana, and forgive us. Warhamna, have mercy on us. Anta maulana, you are our Lord, sustainer. Fansurna, and help us على القوم الكافرين, against those who deny the truth. Again, the same usage of the fi'l, helping or asking Allah's help against an adversary. And as Sister Michelle has correctly noticed, this ayah has a bunch of command tenses. وَاغْفِرْ لَنَا وَارْحَمْنَا. Even wa'fu anna, but ignore this for now because this is a tricky one. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Very nice. And of course, fansurna right there. Awesome. MashaAllah. Barakallahu feekum. Let's get back to our next one. Okay, which is fa, ain, lam. All right, folks, I'm gonna give you a minute to see if you can look it up. Should we do that? Or should I just look it up? Okay, I'll give you a minute to see if you can look it up. Or not a minute, just a few moments, inshallah. When you have the answer for the past tense, tell me when you have the answer for the past tense. The letters are fa, ain, and lam. The letters are fa, ain, and lam. When you have the past tense, let me know. MashaAllah, past. MashaAllah, a lot of you have already reached it. Let me start to reach it as well. And the answer, as you are correctly typing in, MashaAllah, is fa'ala. So I have R1 with the fatha. R2 gets a fatha, right? R3 gets a fatha. Amazing. Beautiful. Great job. Jazakumullah khairan. The fa'ala, again, the A here, even in the past tense reading, tells us it's a fatha, right? Great. That's why I asked you that random question in the Kahoot. You were like, what is this guy doing? Do you run out of questions to ask in a Kahoot? He's just wasting our time. A bit of both, but the jokes aside, I was trying to get you ready for this. Okay? What's in the present tense? What does it say? What's the letter? The letter is A. Yay. Right? The letter is A. That means the R2 in the present is a fatha. Amazing. What would this look like? MashaAllah, Sister Ziyad got it. Someone else will attempt it as well. Yeah, with the fatha. R on sukun. R2 with a fatha now. And R3 with a dhamma. Yaf'alu. Yaf'alu. Command tense. We like command tense because we can make it a couple of ways. We can do chop, and add the alif. R2 does R2 have dhamma? MashaAllah, you guys are already getting it. R2 does not have dhamma, so I will add a kasra, and it becomes very, very great job to everybody who's attempting. It is in fact if'al. 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 Very nice. The Masdar. I have no pattern. The Masdar. It's a familiar word. This one. Fi'l. Yay. Al-fi'l. Would you look at that? Because you have so many sad faces, I have to add a good smiley face here too. Right? Maybe another emoji of like, you know. Fair. All right. Sorry. The actor. What do you think, folks? Al-alim. Can you try? Let's try. Al fa in the place of the ayn. And add the alif. Have R2, the kasra. Now. Al-fa'il. Two masdars, yes. We're just picking one that we know, right? The one that we're picking, Shamim, is the one that we know. When there's more than one masdars, for the sake of brevity, we'll just pick one. Okay? How are we picking it? Totally random. But generally, I would pick the one that somehow we have known because we've talked about it, or it occurs in the Quran. Okay? That's generally the way we're going about it. Okay. Al-fa'il. Amazing. Beautiful. Great job, guys. And lastly, al-maf'ul. Al-maf'ul. Very nice, huh? What does fa'ala mean? Fa'ala means to do, to act, to do, right there. So fa'ala, he did. Yaf'alu, he does. If'al, you do. Right? He did, he does. If'al, you do. Al-fi'l, the action. That's where it comes from. The fi'l. The actor, al-fa'il. The acted upon, al-maf'ul. Have you heard these terms before, anybody? Al-fa'il, al-maf'ul, fa'il and maf'ul. Have you heard these words? You've heard these, right? Yeah. Some of you might have. If you've taken any Arabic grammar class, this is something you might have heard. And we will get to these terms as well. Don't you worry. If you haven't heard them, don't feel like you're left out or something. Absolutely don't feel that way. Okay? But I'm just saying, these are words that we will use quite a bit later on in our study. Okay? But now, when we go to it, when we start studying that, I'll bring you back to remind you. See, that's where it comes from. Fa'il, maf'ul. Okay. Awesome. Alhamdulillah. The next thing we'll do, we'll continue practicing. We'll look up the fa'il in the Quran here. Maybe we'll utilize Quran corpus for a little bit. Quran dictionary. And if I go by fa, and then I go by ayn. Where is ayn? It passed by yesterday, I think. Jim ha kha ayn. La ilaha illallah. I still have to say like my letters in order. Alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha. Right? And also, even in English, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Some things just never end. You look at this. Fa'ala 88 times in family 1. Verbal noun, the masdar, fi'l, once. Fa'il, the actor, active participle. That's our actor. Maf'ul, the passive participle. In the Quran as well. Let's look at some examples. This ayah is a complicated ayah, but فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ الَّتِي وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. Slightly difficult ayah, we're going to skip that for now. But let's look at an easy example, right? An easy example would be ألم ترى كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. ألم ترى كيف فعل. Have you not considered how your Lord did with the companions of the elephant, meaning how he dealt with them? How he dealt with them. See the example there, folks? Yeah. Other things to consider. Also, similarly, ألم ترى كيف فعل ربك بعاد, Surah Fajr, right? In another, in a very nice passage here, يعلمون ما تفعلون. This is talking about the angels in Surah 82. They know whatever you're doing. The angels. كراما كاتبين يعلمون ما تفعلون. Very nice ayah. Okay. All right. We look at فعل. That's the masdar. وأوحينا إليهم فعل الخيرات. Look at that. وجعلناهم أئمة يهدون بأمرنا. We made them leaders, guiding by our command. وأوحينا إليهم فعل الخيرات. And we inspired to them the doing of good deeds. وإقام الصلاة, and the establishment of prayer. وإيتاء الزكاة, and the giving of zakat. وكانوا لنا عابدين, and they were worshippers of us. Okay, this ayah is referring to Ibrahim alayhi salam's progeny, Ismail alayhi salam, and the rest, Ismail and Ishaq and the rest. So subhanAllah, it's a very beautiful ayah referencing that. Okay, we also have fa'il. ولا تقولن لشيء إني فاعل ذلك غدا. Never say of anything, indeed I will do that tomorrow. I am doing it tomorrow. غدا means tomorrow. Okay, that is فاعل. You notice that, folks? Other examples is مفعول, and this is something that comes in the Quran for something that is like acted upon as in it's a done deal. ولكن ليقضي الله أمرا كان مفعولا. ولكن ليقضي الله أمرا كان مفعولا. Talking about the battle of Badr. Remember when you were on the near side of the valley and they were on the farther side, and the caravan was lower in position than you, meaning it seemed against the odds the battle of Badr would have happened. Even if you had made an appointment to meet the caravan, you would have missed the appointment because it was so that Allah might accomplish a matter. لِيَقْضِيَ اللَّهُ أَمْرًا كَانَ مَفْعُولًا. A matter already destined. Okay, which was the battle of Badr itself. Okay, so maf'ul here is actually referring to something that's already destined. وَكَانَ أَمْرُ اللَّهِ قَدَرًا وَكَانَ أَمْرُ اللَّهِ مَفْعُولًا. Okay, that is ever is the command of Allah accomplished. So that is some examples of the way this fi'l is used. Pretty nice, huh? Okay, now let's go through some examples of highly occurring fi'l in the Quran. We already did alima, right? This is actually one of the highest frequency fi'l. Let's do the next in line for practice. Ja'ala. And once we do that, you will see more and more examples popping up in the Quran as you study it or read it or do on your own time. You will see more examples of it. So ja'ala. I will get out the thing here and I will put this guy here. All right. Let me copy and paste some of these things. All right, very good. Let me erase this guy, erase this guy. There's this guy. There's this guy. And this guy. All right. Our root letters are Jim, Ain, and Lam. I kind of already gave it away, but what's on R2? Fatha, right? Very good. Ja'ala. Okay. Let us look it up, shall we? Jim, Ain, and Lam. This is not what we're looking at. Jim, Ain, Lam, abbreviation of Al-Jumhuriyya, Al-Arabiyya, Al-Libiyya. No, we don't care about that. What we're looking for is this guy. Ja'ala. What is the what's the letter? The letter is A, right? The A tells us it is a fatha, as many of you have already correctly pointed out. Fatha, R2 in present has a fatha, right? R2 in present has a fatha. Very nice. So what would that look like? That would look like like this. R2 with the fatha, very good. Yajha, R3 with a dhamma, very nice. Folks, I hope you're not getting tired. This is intense, mashallah. I'm not gonna kid you. This is pretty intense, but mashallah, keeping up with it and doing a good job. If you have time to practice it, don't you worry, okay? But sometimes the quickest way to, get used to something is just to like jump into the water, so to say, right? If you're slowly going in, you're gonna feel cold for a long time. Jump in. First 10 seconds are horrible. Then after that, you get used to it, right? And that's what this is kind of like. Yaj'alu. Okay. Yaj'alu. Very good. Command tense. I have the option of chop, hamzatul, wasl. R2, does R2 have a dhamma? Yes or no? R2 does not have dhamma. So what ends up here? Not fatha, system ziyad. Kasra, right? Kasra. That's okay. Don't worry. That's a hard one to remember. If you don't remember it, don't worry about it yet, just yet. If you remember it, amazing. What would it look like? It would look like ij'al. Ij'al. Very good. The masdar. What is the masdar, folks? The masdar is right there. Ja'al. Right? So we're going to put very good. The actor. What do you think? Al-Ja'il. Very nice. Thank you, folks. Waiting for a few more people to answer. But mashallah, everybody did a great job answering. Okay. And al-maj'ul. Okay. Very good. Awesome. Mashallah. If you were to, and what is the meaning? Ja'ala is to make, to put. Even to create. This is a meaning that comes in the Quran quite a bit as well. Okay. if you were to look at, if you were to look at Ja'al, examples of it. Keep missing it. Oh. Example in Masdar form 2. Okay. So look, Jim Ain Lam occurs 346 times in the Quran as either Ja'ala or Ja'il. Interesting. Look at that. يَجْعَلُونَ أَصَابِعَهُمْ فِي آذَانِهِمْ. They put. Look at this ayah. They put their fingers. يَجْعَلُونَ أَصَابِعَهُمْ فِي آذَانِهِمْ. They put their fingers in their ears. مِنَ الصَّوَاعِقِ. Against the thunderclaps. حَذَرَ الْمَوْتِ. In dread of death. This is the metaphor for the hypocrites. Brother Aqid, for this fi'l there is no masdar in the Quran that's used. But inshallah we'll look at something else, inshallah. Other examples that are there, and there's plenty of examples. If you scroll to the very end, let's look at something from the last juz, because usually that's a little bit more interesting. فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. See that? And he made them, فَجَعَلَهُمْ. He made them like eaten straw. Not very appetizing. Looking at fa'il, or the pattern of fa'il, ja'il. Okay? Look at what Allah says. إِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. And your Lord said to the angels, indeed I will make upon the earth a successive authority. Ja'il. As you might have noticed that the actor is being used in the Quran for the future. To put. The meaning of this word is to put. All right. Let's conclude by looking at an ayah of the Quran, inshallah. Sorry, not just ayah. Let's look at the Surah Al-Baqarah, shall we? I mean, Surah Fatiha, shall we? And let's try to practice a little bit on Surah Al-Fatiha. Okay, in the couple of minutes that we have. Let's start with the second ayah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, right? So this word right here, Alhamdu. Can you guess what R1, R2, R3 is? What's R1? R1 is Ha. R2 is Mim. And R3 is Dal. Very nice. If I was to look it up in the dictionary, I will find, hold on. If I was to look it up in the dictionary, Ha, Mim, and Dal, I will find sorry, where did it go? Right there. Hamd. Hamd. It is the what, folks? What family member is this? That I have. It is the Masdar, right? Family 1 Masdar. Excellent. Very nice. Right? Let me clear the drawing. Here is Ha Mim Dal. Look at what I have here. In the brackets, Hamd. The past tense is Hamida. The present tense is Yahmadu. Don't worry about making it. I'm just telling you. The Masdar is Hamd. Okay? To praise. Okay? That's where Alhamdu comes from. Alright? So we have Alhamdu. Alhamdulillah. We found that. Lillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alameen looks awfully like what? It looks awfully like Alim. Right? Very close, in fact. It's a slightly unusual form of the Arabic word, so we won't get too much into it. But its R1 is Ain, its R2 is Lam, and its R3 is Mim. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. What is the R1 for Rahman? Ra. R2. Ha. R3. Mim. Very nice. And from this fi'l, even though this is not a pattern that we know, Rahman, we don't know this pattern. But if we were to search up Ra, Ha, and Mim, you would find Rahima, you would find Rahma, you find Rahim, and you would find Rahman. Same thing for Rahim. Same root letters for Rahim. Last one that we'll do, if you just give me a minute. Malik. Malik. R1 is Mim. R2, Lam. R3, Kaf. Right? What family member is Malik? Malik. Al-Malik. Al-Alim, like the actor, right? Look, Al-Malik, Malik, Alim. It is in fact the actor. Al-Ja'il, very similar, in fact the same pattern. So that is in fact the actor for the fi'l malaka. All right, alhamdulillah. We'll pick this up. We're gonna finish this little study of ours of Surah Fatiha, inshallah, on Thursday. First thing, bi'iznillahi ta'ala. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out and participating. Inshallah, I will see you all on Thursday. Jazakumullah khairan. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.